Hello, and thank you for tuning in to Johnson Spotlight. That's right. We are here with another business that we want to spotlight in our community, another young entrepreneur that has joined us tonight. But we want to, first of all, thank you so much for tuning in to Johnson Spotlight and for supporting us over these past few months. We have had a great time bringing you different businesses and different people who are making a difference in our community. And so therefore, we want you to keep coming, keep sending your emails. If you want to get in touch with us, our email address is Johnson's Spotlight. That's JOHNSON Spotlight, the number one at gmail.com. That's Johnson Spotlight at gmail.com. Send us an email and let us know that you would like to have your business spotlighted, or you know someone, or maybe even you yourself would like to be spotlight on Johnson Spotlight. We're highlighting businesses, individuals who are doing things in our community to make a difference. And we would love to have you as one of our special guests. If you would like to, please go and follow us on YouTube. We are on Johnson Spotlight. We're also on Facebook and on Instagram under the same name, Johnson's Spotlight. So go follow, share, and subscribe. Subscribe to our YouTube page so that you can get all of the awesome interviews that we are having, that we're producing here through Johnson Spotlight. We're waiting to hear from you, so please send us those emails immediately so that we can get you booked before the end of the year. We're already in October, and we want to go ahead and get you booked before this year turns over into the new year. So we are here with none other than Miss Lashea Dubois, and she's with Mon Amie.
Yes.
Mon Amie, that's right. She's the founder and the owner of Mon Amie. And so we're going to find out about her business, and we welcome you, Ms. Dubois, to be our special guest tonight on Johnson Spotlight. So first of all, we want to start off by asking you to tell us a little bit about yourself, ma'am.
Okay. So first, thank you for allowing me to be a guest. This is a wonderful concept to bring awareness to different owned businesses. So first of all, thank you for that. A little bit about me. So my name is Lashea. I'm from Walterboro, originally born and raised. Go Bulldogs, right?
Bulldogs, that's right.
Walterboro High, not Colleton High. I was
Not
a Bulldog.
a Bulldog.
Must make that distinction. So graduated, left home, went to college, attended USC, ended up having two kids while I was living in Columbia. I'm a boy and a girl. My daughter, Kanaya, who is now is generation of Gamecocks for my family. So that's pretty dope. And then my son, Archie, came back home just so they could get to know their family. Ended up moving to Charleston. And that's where we've been, the last 12 years.
Wow. You're kind of freezing and stopping.
Okay, hold on.
Okay.
That's a little.
Okay, got you. Say your daughter is at USC?
I think yes, my daughter is at USC now.
Oh, wow. Great, great.
Full circle.
Man.
Yeah, so
following in mommy's footsteps, huh?
Yes, she is.
Well, that's great.
My son is a senior now. So, wow. Okay. Yeah, we've been in Charleston about 12 years now.
Okay, well, good. Good. So, how was it in starting your own business? Tell us a little bit about that journey.
So, I like to say, even though I'm about 2.5 years in now, it still feels like it's the first day some days with starting your business. You always learn something new or get another piece of advice that will help. Starting it was a little daunting to me, I think. I didn't come from a family of entrepreneurs.
Okay.
So I always came from a family that you went to a job, you clocked in, right? You did the job, you clocked out, and you got your paycheck at the end of the week. And it was very dependable like that. So venturing out into entrepreneurism was a big deal, a very daunting task. Luckily, I did have friends that had their own businesses. So they kind of were like my spirit guide. They guided me through everything, how to set up my EIN number, right? How to
Yeah.
get my articles of incorporation with the state, how to get my business licenses and things like that. So, and I tell everybody this, when it became a concept, it took about 3 to 4 months for me to actually birth it. I knew what I wanted to do, but there was a planning phase that came into it, collecting the things I needed to collect for my business, making sure my I's were dotted and T's were crossed, and then just doing a test run of
Yeah.
everything. To get feedback before I actually launched my business. So it took me, like I said, about 3 to 4 months from the time when I said I'm going to do it
Yeah.
to when I
Yeah.
actually launched it and said, okay, we're ready to accept customers now. So, yeah.
Okay, great, great. Well, what was the most difficult part that you think has been your most difficult part of this journey thus far? Because this is definitely a journey when you're starting your own business.
Yes. For me, um, just exposing myself and my business, remembering to take the pictures, remembering to do the marketing, remembering to post on your business pages,
Yeah.
so that there's some sort of regularity, getting people to follow the pages and
Yes.
things such as that. So just not even building a customer base, but building a fan base and a brand,
Yeah.
so that when people saw me, they see Lashea, but they also see Mon Amie. They're always like, you're that girl that does picnics. And that's what I was hoping for, that brand name recognition in the area. So that has been the most moment with that.
Okay, you're getting a little
There are
choppy.
no days off.
Say that again.
There's no again. Sorry.
Oh, that's okay.
I was just saying there's no days off for entrepreneur. Yeah. No days off for entrepreneur.
No,
that's right.
not.
You're always thinking. There's always something else your business needs.
Yes.
There's always something else you need to offer or to update or to put in place. So there's no days off. So just keeping up with everything. 7 days, 24 hours a day.
And I can also attest to what you're saying about remembering to put your different posts up, because even with starting Johnson Spotlight, there were things that I could put up that I should be putting up, but I forget to do it. Or I guess we're not of that generation that posts everything about our, like Snapchat. I got a snap, but I forget the put this. I don't know the right stuff to be posting, I guess. Maybe,
I don't. I got a Snapchat to keep up with my kids. That was the only reason why. I don't even know how to work it. I'm like, I don't know. I just watch stories.
Yeah, but you have to become your own brand. A lot of the entrepreneurs I'm talking about, you have to become, and I understand what you're saying by that. You have to post your pictures of the different events that you're, I wouldn't say catering them, but you're hosting them, I guess you would say. Yeah. You have to, be able to post the stuff so that people will see you are that picnic lady, that does those picnics.
Yeah, you have to keep your fan base engaged on that. One thing I had my friends told me one time, you should take like a time-lapse video of you setting up. And I was like, oh, nobody want to see me set up no picnic. And they were like, yes, they do. And so one day I was like, I'm just going to do it. And then like that video got like 7,000 hits. And I'm like, people really just want to see me set up a picnic, but you got to always be open. Open to new ideas.
That's right. Open to the change and to the new ideas. So the business is Mon Amie. Tell us about it a little more. I know we've dived into a little bit about the picnics and stuff, but tell us about it and what was your ultimate goal in starting this business?
So this business was birthed via social media. So everyone used to have these posts of like a picnic set up with like Doritos and the sandwiches and
Yeah.
stuff. And the men would always say, ladies, would you like your man to take you on a date like this? And all the girls are in the comments saying, yes, 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 I'd love it. And then I'm like, why we never been on a picnic date? Because I've never been on a picnic date, and I'm over 30 years old. Like, why aren't we getting it if we love it or we love the idea and the concept? And then as I think about a lot of stuff, as I always do, I'll overthink things. And I was like, you know what? Men like convenience. They want to go to a restaurant, order what's on the menu, it's brought out to them. They eat it, we eat it, laugh, and then they pay a ticket and they leave, and that's it.
Yeah.
And that's what they like, that convenience of it. And I was like, well, what if there was a picnic business that did that? Would men be more apt to take women out on picnic dates if all they had to do was just look at a menu and order what they wanted to eat, and then took their date there and showed up, and when they were done and they had their good time, they just get up and leave, and somebody comes and cleans it all up for them. Wow. And that's where Mon Amie was birthed from. Just wanting to give people something different to do. And we were in the midst of COVID when I birthed this business. So that was a huge thing, because you didn't really want to go to restaurants. You didn't want to be around large crowds of people. And here's something very intimate for only the two of you, that you didn't have to worry about those health concerns and things like that. And you could enjoy outdoors with your loved one.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah, you're right. We do love convenience. I don't like to sit around and have to wait to cook or have to cook the dinner. I like for it to be done already. So that's when it was birthed out. And you said about 2 years now that you've had the business going.
Yes.
So you all, can you have a picnic almost anywhere, any place? And I remember the last picnic we went on, it was a lot of work. You had to take the blankets. We had one kid at that time, and he was about maybe 9 or 10 months old. We went to the park down there across from the Battery in Charleston.
Yes.
You had to take the blanket, then you got to shake all the grass out the blanket, then you got just take the bug spray and all that other stuff. It's just too much,
Yes. So anywhere. Like, I've set up indoor picnics in people's living rooms. They've wanted that. I've done it at the Battery. I've been to Mount Pleasant Waterfront Park. Riverfront Park is a popular one. Azalea Park, backyards, just wherever I can go and set up that picnic for you and make it enjoyable. We do have citronella candles that we light along with bug spray. And I expanded this past year. I expanded and bought pop-up tents that were like mesh, so you could still see the scenery, but it keeps all the bugs out while you can still enjoy the outdoors and the breeze. So yes.
Okay. I like that.
Yes.
So what would you say was your biggest inspiration with starting this business? I know you said you started during COVID, but what was your biggest inspiration for you?
For me, I just wanted something where my creativity could come into play. And I in my regular 9-to-5 as an HOA manager, there isn't really room for creativity. You move by the rules and the contracts, and that's just, it is what it is, right? There's no wiggle room, but allowing my creative side a place to foster its growth and be able to bring, because I do enjoy, like, I was always the person who, if I had you a gift for your birthday, it had to be a surprise. Like, if I'm taking you out to eat, it had to be a surprise where we're going. Like, I can't tell you, because I love to see how people's eyes light up when they open a gift or they arrive at their destination. They're like, oh my gosh, you're taking me here. So when I do my picnics, it's always for that same type of reaction. I love to see my couple or my families walking up and they're like, hold up, we're here, we're having a picnic. Like, they get so excited and they're just like, it's nice. Even I have women who book picnics for their significant others, and the guys are just like, oh, I had a guy one time, he just laid right down on the blanket, put a pillow behind his head. He's like, I'm good. So it's always they love it.
Well, that's good. That's
Mhm.
great, man. So what other advice, what type of advice? There are other entrepreneurs out there who may be contemplating starting their own business. You being an entrepreneur, what type of advice would you give to them about starting their own
Two
business?
things. Yeah, no, two things. One, surround yourself with other entrepreneurs, because whatever you're going through in that moment, they've already been through that and can give you advice on how to get through it or who you need to talk to get through that. The other thing is, if it's your vision, it's your vision. Don't allow anyone to turn you away from your vision. So people may say, I don't think anybody's going to buy that. I don't think they're going to patronize that. I don't think. But if he put it in your heart and your mind, then you move with that. If that's what you want to do, you move with that. Because at the end of the day, I always say, I never regret a choice I made with my heart. I
Mm,
never regret that.
never
Ones where I
regret
overthink it, some of those are a little
it.
crazy. But anything I was led by my heart to do, I never regret it, no matter how it turns
Yeah.
out.
Good advice.
Mm-hmm.
Good advice. Surround yourself with others that have the same mindset,
Yes.
and don't let other
Yes.
people come in there and change it. Because somebody probably could have said to you, or may have said to you, hey, people can take their own blanket and go out there with a tent and make their own little
Yep.
picnic. And I'm sure they probably said it,
Yeah.
And but look at you
I can
now,
buy my
2 years
own
later.
sandwich.
There you go. Better yet, we can eat before we get there.
That's right.
That's what they say.
We just go sit on the bench. But when you give people an experience,
Oh yes,
not just
nothing
a
beats an
product, but an
experience.
experience,
An experience, yes, yes,
that makes a world of difference.
yes.
That makes a
Wow.
world of
Yeah,
difference.
and nothing beats an
Hmm.
experience or the ambiance of being in
Yes.
the moment. So, and some things you have to just experience on yourself. You could tell me about it,
Hmm.
and I may get excited hearing about it, but when
Hmm.
I experience it for myself, that's totally different. That's totally different.
Yes, it definitely is.
So can you share some of the process of making your dreams a reality? Because this had to start off as a dream in your heart. What was that process like actually getting it started?
Um, a lot of long nights, a lot of
Okay.
Amazon searching for the things I needed. But pen and paper was my best friends during that time, writing
Wow.
down everything I was thinking. I'm writing down, even though it wasn't a full business plan, but a business plan, how much I
Mhm,
wanted to invest in the beginning,
mhm,
how to diversify that, right? How to get what I needed in place to be able to do these things. Like I said, like the EIN, like the licenses, like the articles of incorporation, like having a credit card processing,
yeah.
right? What's the best platform to go with for that, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, and just believing in yourself. I remember in the
Mhm,
beginning, photos taken, you need a branding session. And at that
mhm.
time, I couldn't afford a branding session. A branding session, some photographers are like $2,000 to $3,000, and I was starting out with 2,000 to 3,000 out of my pocket. So I was like, can't blow it all on branding. There's nothing to take a picture of.
Uh-huh.
So when you can afford,
Mhm.
it's your ingenuity that comes into place. And I was like, you know what? I
Mm.
can't afford $2,000 or $3,000 pictures, but my phone does need to be upgraded. I'm gonna
Ah,
upgrade to a Pro Max,
there you
right?
go.
That has the
Yeah.
best camera at the time, right?
Yeah.
And I'm
Yeah.
gonna set up and I'm gonna take these pictures myself
Take them
with my
yourself.
camera. That's
Exactly.
right. And I'll get some friends to pose on the blankets for me, right? So
That's
I have
right.
picked people in there, and yeah, so it's ingenuity and just figuring out how to make it work, not letting anything turn you around, right? Don't let
Oh
nobody
wow.
turn you around.
Yeah. Oh
Keep
yeah.
your feet
Definitely
on solid
on solid
ground.
ground. That's right.
That's right. That's,
See all those things come back to you when you need
that's
them.
right.
Oh goodness. Wow.
Yes.
Um, okay. So we know that you set up the picnics and everything. So if someone wants to get in touch with you, how can they
Mhm.
reach you, or how can they go and see some of your work? Tell us how can we uh get
Yeah.
Mon
So
Amie to set
definitely.
up us
So
a
I have
picnic?
So definitely visit my social media pages. I have my Facebook is Avec Mon Amie, and that's AV as in Victor, ECMONAMIE, or my Instagram, which is a lot of reels and videos on there too, including my setups from beginning to end. And that one is Mon Amie Dates, so MONAMIE DATES. And if I may interrupt, so a lot of
Yeah.
people ask me, why did I name my business Mon Amie? Like, where
Okay.
did that come from?
Yeah.
So on my dad's side, my last name is French, so it's Dubois, right?
Yeah.
Which was it means of the woods, which made perfect sense because we're from Walterboro, so we're from the tree of the woods.
And us
Perfect.
country folks in Walterboro, we all say Du Bois, you know.
Du Bois, that's right. Sounds good. My dad says Dubois, Du Bois, whatever. So I wanted to give it a name that had meaning to me. Yeah. So I wanted to draw on that heritage passed down from my dad's side. I took French in high school, 2 years of it. And Mon Amie can mean many things, but the first one is my love, right? And when I think of picnics, I think of a couple, but it can also mean my friend, right?
Okay.
My confidant, my lover. So I felt like Mon Amie encompassed every level of a relationship. And that's what I want to do with my picnics. I didn't want it to be just a couple's night out. Yeah. It could be a family day. It could be girlfriend's brunch. It could be so many things besides just two people enjoying it. So I felt like the name encompassed all of that. And that's where it came from.
Yeah. Mon Amie. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That's great. That's great. So in closing, what advice could you give others? We know how we can get in touch with you now. We can go to Facebook, and I'll reiterate that Facebook, Avec Mon Amie, AVECMONAMIE. That's on Facebook, or Instagram, Mon Amie Dates, MONAMIE Dates, and you can go there and follow her on the Instagram as well. So what would you give us in closing that you want us to know about Mon Amie or about yourself?
Well, two things. I'm proud to be in business. I'm proud to be a Black woman owning her own business. That's a very big deal to me, to my family. It brings everybody pride. In turn, I patronize other Black-owned businesses, right? My shirt, I have a friend who makes shirts, Key Creations. That's who does all that. My earrings is my cousin Anna with Luscious Boutique, right?
Wow.
So supporting Black-owned businesses, support Black-owned businesses for me is very intentional. Right? It's not something that I just happened upon. I make sure that whatever I'm doing, I check to see if there's a Black-owned businesses that offers those services I'm looking for. I am on the board of Black Charleston Professionals. If no one is familiar with that, there is a page on Instagram called Black Charleston, BLK_Charleston. And all we do is highlight Black-owned businesses here in the Tri-County area. You can find everything on there: Black dentists, Black doctors, Black lawyers, just Black plumbers, Black HVAC, Black therapists, just everything, the whole gamut. If they own a business and they're Black in Charleston, you're going to find them on that page. But I sit on the board for the nonprofit side, which is a membership based. And what we do is businesses join. We give them educational classes. We do marketing. We do networking. We really invest in the business to help them grow. Because I don't want Mon Amie to be something I do on the weekends. I want Mon Amie to be able to support my lifestyle so I could truly do what I love and live doing what I love, right? And then grow it in a place to, even if my kids don't want to do it, maybe they can sell it to someone. Maybe they can profit off of it, but I definitely want it to grow, and we're equally vested in all of our members and Black-owned businesses in that way. So, but the process with me is very easy with Mon Amie. You contact me, you tell me what date you're looking for, what time frame, and then we just go from there. And I I craft a picnic to your specifications.
Okay.
Now, if you say, hey, I really love the color purple, I will make sure purple is incorporated in that picnic. And I do everything. I call myself a Lux picnic planner because I don't take shortcuts. When you
Okay.
see rose petals, you best believe I bought a dozen roses from the store and I pick the petals off, and
Oh,
you're
wow.
not getting the dollar store rose petals. You're gonna get real rose petals when you come out to your
Wow.
picnic. You're gonna get real flowers. You're gonna get silverware and real plates and glasses and whatever else you need. I truly call my business a just show up business
Uh,
because that's all you do.
just
You
show
tell
up.
me what you want and where you want me to set up at, and then you just show up. And when you're done, you get up and leave, and I clean everything up and pack up and
Wow.
leave. So
Wow.
it's 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 dope.
So you said earlier about the pictures. So do you take the pictures yourself? Or could you take the
So
pictures
I
yourself
take
if
pictures.
okay.
Yes, I take
Okay.
pictures while setting up.
Uh-huh.
And then of the finished product. And then I always ask my guests if they take any pictures that they don't mind sharing with me to please send
Mhm.
them to me,
Okay.
so I can include it. But most of the pictures come from me and pictures I take. And then I try to add extra things like you get a speaker so you could play whatever music you want to hear.
Oh,
I
wow.
include a Bluetooth ring light. So if you just, everybody can be in the picture. You just press the button and the picture is
Yeah.
taken. So I include all of those little things to really make it a memorable experience and to
Uh-huh.
get you excited. Because if you take a picture, you're probably going to want to post it on social media,
Exactly. Yeah.
which is great advertisement for me too. So
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Wow. Okay. Well, that's great.
Mhm.
So she told some good information about Black Charleston professionals. Go
Yes.
there, and I pulled it up. Black Charleston Professionals 501(c)(3). Is that
Yes.
that's the one?
We're a
Okay.
nonprofit.
A
Yes, that's
nonprofit. Okay.
us.
All right. So
Hmm.
I guess you have to go. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, so go there
Hmm.
and follow them. And I guess you can post in this group as well because it's a nonprofit organization. Different thing. Oh, that's
Yes.
you on there. Yeah.
Yeah.
At the cultural cake event.
Yeah, we just had Culture Cake out on Daniels Island. We partnered with a gallery out there and brought Black creatives out. Motherland Essentials was there with her soaps and her candles and her turmeric
Wow.
scrubs, and Andrea with Charleston Sweetgrass baskets, and she's been on like ABC and NBC News. She was there with her things. There's a young lady. It's called Gola Sweetgrass. She makes shoes out of sweetgrass. It
Make
is so dope.
shoes. Oh, wow.
Yes, you gotta follow her. She is so dope. She was out there. And quilts have so much change. I don't know if you've seen it. Quilts are now like artwork. They're not even
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
our grandmas used to make
I
us
know.
to
I know.
stay
But
warm.
the parent when our grandparents used to make quilts and stuff. I can remember my great grandmother making quilts. That was like it's like a pastime thing now because
Yes.
nobody makes original quilts, Nobody makes those
Nope.
quilts handmade and everything. And so if you have
Yes.
quilts or anything from your grandparents or great grandparents, they're
Better save
like,
them.
you better save them. I'm serious because
Yes.
those things kept you warm. They were used for pallets on the
Oh,
floor.
listen.
They were used to keep us
Or
warm.
air mattresses. That's what we had.
That was an air mattress. It was what made up your bed on the floor when all your cousins and stuff got together.
That's
That was
right.
your pallet on the floor, your air mattress.
Yes.
Now we go and buy expensive air
Yes.
mattresses and stuff. And
I know, right? We've got so far away, but yeah, you're right. That was
Mhm.
the original air mattress. That was the cousin sleepover.
That's right. That's right.
Put the quilt on the floor.
Put the quilt on the floor. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah.
right.
Wow. So
Mhm.
encouraging everyone support these Black businesses. Uh, you're going to spend the money anyhow, realize that
Mhm.
these people have their own businesses. Some of this is their livelihood. You may say, well, I don't want to pay this there, or go and support our Black owned businesses. If we have more of them,
Yes.
then maybe the prices can come down at some time, but you got to support them.
Yes.
You go and pay it someplace
Yeah.
else, so I mean, why not support us? Keep it in the community.
Yes. That's right. We gotta rebuild our community from the inside out. And
That's
I
right.
think the first step in that is investing in the community and Black-owned businesses, or
Exactly.
else our communities will be overran by other people
Yeah,
coming in. So,
dissolve. They'll be dissolved,
yes,
run out. I'm telling
definitely.
you. So,
And we've seen it.
oh, we've seen it. We see it every day. You know,
Yes.
it's happening right in front of us. So,
Hmm.
and encourage everyone do that. Go out and support your Black-owned businesses, and let's support each other. You know, I like the
Yeah.
fact that you said your shirts. The cousin made the shirt. Or the cousin made the earrings.
Well, my friend Rakisha,
Uh-huh.
she has a business called Key Creations.
Okay.
So she does all my monogramming
Oh
on my
wow.
glasses and everything. She does all of that for
Oh
me. And
wow.
then my earrings came from my cousin Anna in Walterboro with Luscious Boutique. So when I saw
Okay.
that, I was like, like I said, we have to be very intentional
Yeah,
in
yeah,
who we support, how we support. But I
yeah.
always look for a Black-owned business whenever I'm in need of something, because I
Yes,
want to support our community
that's
and I
correct.
want to
That is
support the
correct.
independence of our
Yeah,
community.
yeah. And that's what Johnson Spotlight is for, to
Yes,
help support the community, help support those out there. There's no charge for you coming on Johnson Spotlight. So tell the
definitely.
cousin and the friend, send us an email
I
so
will.
they can so we can get them on Johnson Spotlight and we can have them to come on. And we do certainly
Yes.
thank you so much, Miss Dubois. Did I say it right?
Dubois.
Dubois, Dubois. You know, I feel
Dubois.
French, so
Yes.
Dubois,
Miss Dubois.
Dubois, Miss Dubois. We thank you so much for coming on and for
Yeah.
being our guest tonight on Johnson Spotlight. Once again, if you want to be spotlighted or have your business spotlighted on Johnson Spotlight, please send us an email. We're at Johnson Spotlight 1. That's Johnson Spotlight, the number 1 at gmail.com. Or you can follow us on Instagram, Johnson Spotlight. We're on YouTube. Go there, subscribe, like, and share us on YouTube, Johnson's Spotlight. And we'll be so grateful to keep you informed as of the things going on in the community. We have a couple more months in this year, and we're going to be spotlighting businesses. So we want to get you in before the end of the year come on Johnson Spotlight. So please go ahead and support us. Go ahead and send us your emails, johnsonspotlight1 at gmail.com. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram, and go and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Johnson Spotlight on YouTube. Okay, so we thank you for tuning in. Until the next time that we come on Johnson Spotlight, we want to thank you all for your continual support and your continual prayers. May God bless you and may God keep you until the next time.
Thanks.